Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of Like Father, Like Son. Dad, how are you feeling about episode 4?
I am feeling excellent about episode 4. Something really weird happened to me the other day.
Okay.
So I was doing a comedy show,
Yeah.
and I was doing it at the Leicester Comedy Festival. Brilliant time.
Yeah.
Really packed crowd, loads of banter and fun. And then a guy came up to me at the end, and I'm not going to lie, He did a few beers. He did a few jars, right?
Jars of lager.
Yeah. And he came up to me and he was like, oh, it's so great to meet you, right? Great to meet you. So I was like, oh, okay. And then he said,
You've never met this guy before?
Never met him, no idea who he is. And he went, I've got to be honest with you. You look a bit different in real life to how you look on the telly, right?
Okay.
Now, this is embarrassing.
Right.
Oh, this is embarrassing. But I know that I should have said, listen, mate, I don't think you've ever seen me on the telly. I've not really done much mainstream TV.
Have you done any? No?
No.
So,
and the
first line.
Yeah, instead of saying that, I found myself saying, yeah, I get a lot of people saying that.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I get a lot of people saying that.
So you just straight up lied to this guy?
Well, I just didn't want him to go home. He obviously listened to my whole show. It lasts an hour.
Okay.
And the whole time
An hour too long, am I right?
Right. See, it's things like that. We've chatted about this. And, he's listened for a whole hour.
Okay.
And basically, he thinks I'm famous. He thinks I'm...
Oh, bless his heart.
I mean, I don't know who he... Does he think I'm Kevin Bridges? I mean, does he think I'm Frankie... I mean, if he thinks I'm Frankie Boyle, then he's like, Frankie is not swearing as much as he used to.
I mean, is that offensive to you? Because Frankie Boyle's not the...
Yeah, exactly.
best looking man I've ever seen in my life.
Or maybe he thought I was George Clooney. Maybe that...
The fact you've even considered saying that. Oh, wow.
Wow. So it was really funny. But then he said to another guy, because one of my mates was there, and he said to my mate, oh, that's it now, I've met him. And the only person I need to meet and I'll be happy is Eric Cantona.
I mean, again, it's just that thing of like you like kind of your level is down here, and Eric Cantona's kind of up here, and obviously, there's a level in fame, a level in a lot of things, footballing ability for one,
right,
and looks, and but I don't. It's also a random bunch of people. Like
I know Eric Cantona, Mark Ritchie.
Yeah, it's just you wouldn't have thought.
Right.
Both have tendencies to kick people in the face.
Oh, see, he missed his face. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm not going to miss your face.
I'm scared. I'm very scared. So basically, an interesting thing has happened to me in my week. If we can just talk about me instead of you for a minute, that would be nice.
For a minute.
For a minute, okay. I've got a minute. But so obviously, just started this new job, which is a very good job, and it's really good fun. And basically, so I'm obviously in this kind of like office space for quite a lot of the time I'm working. And so the main guy there, who's kind of my boss, basically he has talk radio on, basically just like 24/7. Now I've never really listened to it.
Right.
So obviously when first listening to it, I was really like, what is this? And it is literally a discussion is made and two people just have a go at each other about it. That obviously think about it from a different point of view, and nothing gets resolved. That is basically talk radio, and it's a bit of a joke. I'm going to be honest, and I really don't want to do that for a living, and I'm sitting doing a podcast, so that's good, isn't it? So I mean, I found like two of the conversations just very, very funny, because they're a little bit like some of the sort of like things that I take the mickey out of, but they're actually happening in real life as actual real scenarios, and it's just like, oh dear, like I understand where I get this humour from. So the first one was they were talking about boxing, and they were talking about basically we all love this sport, and should it be illegal? Like if it was made now, would it be illegal?
Yeah.
And is it two men just kind of like well, it kind of is, but is it just two men like pummeling each other and that's it? And so that was kind of the conversation. And obviously, the guy's trying to do his job. And we've got Derek from London who's on the phone. Derek, what would you like to say? And obviously, I'd like to think I'm all right at accents, although I think I'm going to do one and it's going to mess up. But this Cockney guy, picks up the phone and he's like, well, I've been around boxing for 25 years and, and he's like, you're just talking all this gibberish, which you're in your head, you're just like, you've never, you've watched boxing probably twice. You know nothing about boxing. And you just, I've been around boxing for 25 years and I'd never go in the ring trying to hurt somebody, and like giving it all of this, and I'm a kind-hearted person, I'd never go in there trying to hurt someone, And he's giving it all of this, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm finding this hilarious because I'm just like, this is absolute rubbish. Anyway, but the thing is that the presenters on it are really quite savage. They're quite horrible. So then he's like, basically this Cockney guy again was talking about this like fight that he had, and I went in there and I hit this guy in the face, and I could see this guy was bleeding, so I went to myself, I've got to stop the fight. And he's like, and we're all sitting there going, no, you didn't. The ref called it off, but you've tried to make yourself look like a good person, so we'll go with it. And basically, and so this talk radio person was like, well, is that because you kind of lack that killer instinct? You're like, is that why you've never been a boxer ever in your life? Is that why you were a failed boxer? I was just going at this guy, and I was like, wow, that's really quite savage. Just like, this guy obviously, enjoys boxing, and you're just there like, well, you clearly weren't good enough, and that's why. And it just really was. But then these two just having an argument with each other about boxing and how it's, it's a sport, it's a tactics, it's like playing chess, And this the talk radio guy's like, well, play chess then. And it was just very funny. And then the other one which was even more ridiculous. They were talking about age discrimination, which it's a topic that we're not going to get into.
No, I don't think that's for us.
We'll leave that to the talk radio to do. So basically, again, it was basically, so they were talking about it, and they were talking about sort of, age discrimination, like should you put your your age on your CV, basically. And that was kind of the, again, topic. And basically, so the presenter decided to kind of make a sort of like fictional sort of scenario to kind of, don't ever do that again, to kind of basically help the story kind of progress. So his one was, he was making this company that wanted rollerblading sort of waiters. And
my goodness.
Yeah, so he didn't want like people that were too old, because obviously they wouldn't be able to rollerblade and all of that. And you've got this like Mancunian guy picks up the phone. Hey Steve, yeah, right. It's nice to see you, and I just want to let you know I won't be joining your company anytime soon because I can't rollerblade. And you're just there like, right. It's a made up thing. He's trying to get, and this guy then just started having a proper go at him. Oh, your policies are wrong, mate. Like, you think that, you're doing rollerblading, you need to sort your company out, mate. And all of this stuff. And this guy was just, I think my Mancunian, it's not as good as I thought it was.
It's not as good. I mean, it went a bit Welsh in the middle, I'm not going to lie.
And it just he just went on about how rubbish this company was. And change your policies. I'm not having it. Change your policies. And it just, honestly, this argument, and the thing is that we're going to have a bit of laugh about it, but this argument genuinely lasted for about 20 minutes. About how, and the guy was just like, no, I'm trying to create something for you to, say, just playing devil advocate, I guess. But it was just... Yeah, it was just absolutely ridiculous. And
is there anything that on the that could be a subject on the radio that would get you riled up to the point where you would actually phone in? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that is genuinely what I was thinking about it, because obviously I was in my head like, why is the people that are ringing in, like, I'm not trying to be horrible about them, but like, what are they trying to actually say? They've just come on for an argument, basically, and about stupid stuff. And again, I was thinking of like, is there something that is a little bit stupid that you said that, I'd be phoning up. And to be honest with you, no, there isn't. Like, there's literally no topic that I've gone, oh, I need to ring them up about that.
I know, that's the thing, because you get people that just get so angry.
Yeah.
And you think, I think they must be sitting at home and they're
I'm angry about that.
And they're all
rollerblades. Oh. Get me the phone, Doris. I'm ringing in.
Doris.
I've gone for Doris.
And what accent are we doing now? I mean, Doris, come on. That's ageist right there.
Okay.
Well, people are going to be ringing in about this. Doris.
I mean, we don't have a phone number, so they can email in.
I have rang in before. I have rang in.
Oh, I thought you meant the like father, like son. Oh, wow. That was a tongue twister for me. Like father, like son.
It's easy for you to say. See what I did there?
No.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that we don't have a phone number. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's totally lost it now.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the best, because I think angry people just phoning up this show would not be good.
No, we'd get quite a few of them.
You and me would not be able to handle an angry caller who's got peeved at something that you've said. It's gonna be you.
It's gonna be you, though. It's not gonna be me, is it?
No. But listen, I have actually got a little subject where I have disagreed with a lot of people.
Okay.
And you look a bit tense.
Well,
no, what it is, I realised, and I don't know what you think of it, because we've not talked about this, and I'm going to throw it out there. Basically, the Winter Olympics have been on. I don't know if you've seen any of it.
Okay.
People have been like getting excited about men sliding down slopes on like trays, on tea trays. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's like bizarre, isn't it? People like don't care, don't know a thing about any of the Winter Olympics. And then 15 minutes later, they're like, oh, look at that. He's doing a lube, double spang.
I don't think they're technical terms, but we'll move on. No, but I must admit, I've watched the tiniest bit. I watched some of the snowboarding, which is just quite impressive. And I've also watched a bit of the curling.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to be honest, it is quite addictive. Like
curling.
Yeah, as in like, the one with the stone and
Well, obviously not like ladies curling their hair. I'm not an idiot.
Okay, well, you looked at me and said curling as if you didn't know what it was. So I was like, the one...
Yeah, I'm Scottish, mate. Of course I know what curling is. I was brought up in it. Yeah?
Were you, though?
I came out my mother's womb with somebody just like doing a little brush thing. That's probably going to be out. It's going to be a lot of editing in this one today.
Wow. I don't even know what to actually say to that. So it's a little bit addictive, was what I was going to say, to watch the curling.
Yeah. So I did.
You had a point to actually say.
This is the point, and I don't know what you're going to think to this. No, basically, America and Canada were in the final of the ice hockey, the ladies, and America won, right? Fair enough. But this is where it gets very interesting. There's a lady called Jocelyn Lacour, right? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Can you say a second name again?
Jocelyn Lacour. And basically, she was in the Canadian team.
Yep.
And was given the silver medal put round her neck by the official, and then she immediately took it off. She immediately took the medal off, right? And I think that is brilliant. I applauded it. I was like, that is fantastic.
You should do talk radio. This is exactly what they do.
No, because I think...
Because I'm going to be an angry caller. Because I don't agree with that.
No, it's brilliant because, I'll tell you why. Because this is what I got out of it. I look at life a little bit differently to most people.
Yes.
Yes. And no, I honestly thought, she's lost a game of ice hockey. Is it called a game? A match? It's probably got a special Winter Olympics name.
I think we just need to carry on.
She's lost a match of ice hockey.
Yep.
But that doesn't make her a loser. And basically, they're putting the loser tag round the neck, and she's saying
she's
no.
She's not a loser, though, is she?
She's saying no. It's got silver. So she's like saying no. She's taken the medal straight off. She took it right off immediately. She didn't throw it on the ground or anything. She held it in her hand. She says, I might have lost a match, but I'm not a loser.
I get where you're coming from, and I think they are valid points. But I think it's just quite disrespectful to the people who have won, and to the people, because at the end of the day, you were second, you weren't good enough, and you need to accept that you came second. And yes, I understand there's that thing of looking on life and wanting to...
You are everything that is wrong with broken Britain. Do you know what I mean?
It's got political.
No, because people are like, oh yeah, put this tag on you. Everyone wants a tag around their neck. You know what I'm saying?
I accept that. I accept that point. And and it's really good that she's doesn't want to settle for second best. That's not what I'm saying but it's a ceremony. Just for 5 minutes, have your medal around your neck. Go, well done for you coming first. You deserve it. I came second. Cool. You came third. Awesome. And take it off at the end. And you can think about it how you want to. I just think that she's almost done it to be a bit like, oh, I'm not happy, and it's almost like this thing of like, well, why didn't you do that behind closed doors? Almost a little bit.
Well, she's done it behind closed doors. No one would have seen it, and we wouldn't be talking about it now, would we?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a rubbish point. So the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, listen, we've got young listeners who are maybe at school, and people try to put labels on them, put stuff around the neck, and I'm saying to those young kids, don't accept it. Take it off. Do not accept it. If the teacher calls you a loser, don't accept it. Yeah. If another kid in school calls you some names, just do what that woman did. Immediately take off the things that people are trying to put around your neck, take them off and hold them in your hand.
Yeah, but there's a slight difference between that and a silver medal. A silver medal is still a massive achievement. That is amazing.
Yeah, but you can understand. She's just lost.
Well, okay, I've got a question for you. So you're doing it, obviously, as you've said it enough times, that you're running the marathon, the Edinburgh Marathon.
Yeah, yes, I am.
So what you're saying, if you didn't get the time you wanted, you're just going to take your medal off and you're just going to pretend like it doesn't matter?
No, mate, I don't think you understand. I really don't think you understand about it. If I get over that finishing line, even if I get over that finishing line in 8 days, 24 I'm going to be shoving that medal in everyone's face. I mean, anyone. People on the bus. I'll just be going up to them saying, that's my medal. I did a marathon. You never. I'm a winner. You're a loser. Well, that's a bit harsh.
That's literally undermined everything you've just said.
No, I don't think it has. But I've got an absolute beauty to bring up now. And I'm happy about this because you've not got any idea.
Well, it's interesting. So obviously, this podcast, we loosely, talk about what we want to obviously talk about. And we kind of have a bit of a plan, but we kind of just kind of flow with it, really, don't we? And he turned to me literally 10 minutes before recording and just went, I've got an absolute belter. Now, so I have no idea what's going to come out your mouth. I'm going to take no
responsibility.
Yeah.
You take that medal off. You take it off. Wow. Oh, people are trying to put things around your neck, mate. Don't accept it.
Yeah, like this.
Good. Like this.
Whatever's going to come out your mouth right now.
Right. I don't know if you've heard. This is my...
Okay.
There's a few levels to this question. I don't know if you've heard this, but KFC have recently run out of gravy.
Yeah, no.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I heard about this.
Now, a few weeks ago, they ran out of chicken, and that's unfortunate for a chicken shop, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to lie.
The one thing you do, but
it's not. It's not. I think we should say it's not perfect. It's not perfect KFC, right? But they've run out of gravy, and I was just thinking about this because I've not really got much else going on in my life, and I was thinking, that is an absolute that is a killer for me. That is it. I can't. No. No.
What, so you're never going to eat KFC again?
No, because KFC, is absolutely, it's about the gravy. It is absolutely about the gravy. So I would rather they had no chicken than they had no gravy.
So you just eat gravy on its own.
No, you'd have gravy and you could have like sort of chips and stuff like that. But it's like, do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, it is pretty bad. I mean, I'm the gravy. I'm a bit like, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, it's nice gravy, but I don't really eat fried chicken with gravy. It's not my thing. It's.
But I mean,
more a barbecue sauce for me.
That's a killer. That's a deal done. That's a deal breaker.
Again, obviously, because this is a podcast, I just want everyone to imagine the anger in his eyes that I can see right now.
KFC is a deal breaker. If there's no gravy, it's over. And then I thought, right, so like, you know, in a burger, right, what's a deal breaker for you? If it's not in, you know, if you never...
The actual burger? It's 2 bits of bread and a bit of lettuce.
Yeah,
you're annoyed,
right, so if there was no bread, if you went into... Burger King or McDonald's and they said, "Oh, we've run out of rolls," would you still go for it?
No.
So the bread is a deal breaker for you?
Well, no, because a burger is a bit of meat in between 2 bits of bread.
No, we get that. That's ideal. That's the ideal world. Chicken and gravy,
I don't order
bread and burgers.
So do you go into McDonald's and order just the patty?
No, of course not. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if they'd run out of the bread rolls, would you still have the patties?
No, probably not.
That is weird.
It's not that weird.
Because the bread bit's rubbish anyway. Who cares about that? That's not...
No, because it's kind of a nice sort of... Oh, wow. This has got weird. But it's kind of like a nice sort of, you know, measurer for the... I don't really know.
Measurer.
Yeah, that's not the right word.
It balances it out.
Yeah. It's kind of like you got X amount of meat and you got an X amount bit of bun, and they just kind of complement each other when you go for a bite.
When you said measurer, I think the vocabulary medalist was just giving you a bronze there. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't think I was on the podium with that one, to be honest. I think I was lucky to be on 8.
But I was thinking about this, Jordan, and this is the bit that I'm quite excited about, because some people might know this. I'm married, and you're not. And so I thought, you know, if the gravy is a deal breaker for me, I wanted to ask you a few questions of what might be a deal breaker for you when it comes to ladies. Right?
Wow, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
I'm squirming, but we'll move on.
So they go in and say, "Oh, sorry, mate, there's no gravy." And that's a deal breaker. I walk out the shop, right?
Okay.
When it comes to ladies, I've got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, first one. Is teeth a deal breaker?
Yes.
Is it?
I'd like them
so
to
if she's
have teeth.
gorgeous, if she was gorgeous, like...
Hello?
Right.
Okay, no.
For all those people listening that have no teeth, we can only apologise.
I mean...
We hope you enjoy your soup. Soup, you get it? Because... salt, right.
I just think we're getting very highly offensive to people now, and I'm a bit scared. But, yeah, of course, teeth are like a normal thing that everybody has.
That's the ideal. I get it. The ideal is chicken and gravy. I get that's the ideal. What we're talking about is maybe not the ideal.
She's gorgeous.
Teeth.
I would like to.
There's no easy way of saying this. I just want a lady with teeth.
Right. A normal girl.
Right. What about sense of humour? What if she was gorgeous?
Oh, yeah, no. She's got to be... Well, not necessarily like she's got to be the funniest person I've ever met in my life, but at least be able to have a laugh.
If she was beautiful, if she was beautiful and she had amazing sort of personality and she was a very attractive lady.
What makes her a good personality?
She just doesn't find anything funny. She doesn't find you
Well, I wouldn't
funny.
say you've got a good personality then.
Oh, love what you've done there, twisting it a bit.
I think a good personality is that person of, again, you don't have to be hilarious, but you've got to be able to kind of go with the banter and have a laugh and, you know, preferably laugh at everything I say and nothing that you say when we're around the dinner table.
Oh, nothing will bring me greater joy than you introducing your girlfriend and she finds me hilarious.
I don't think that's going to happen, I'm going to be honest.
Right. So would you basically say that, like, teeth are definitely the gravy in the relationship?
Yes, I would, again, as I've stated, I'd like them to have teeth.
What about ears?
Yeah, no, ears again. I'd like everything that...
Right, just watch what you're saying.
Yeah.
Watch what you're saying, because it feels like you're going to go somewhere that we're all going to regret.
Yeah, no, and that's why I don't really know what to say, but I'd like them to have ears, I'd like them to have teeth, and I know your next one, I'd like them to have a nose.
What about eyebrows? Not so, like they've got no eyebrows. Lovely, attractive girl, very funny.
I wouldn't find a girl that's attractive that didn't have
just because you've got no eyebrows. What's wrong with that? Just the eyebrows bit. It's fine. I mean, what does eyebrows basically do anyway? It's just above your eyes. Big deal.
I can't believe we're having this conversation, to be quite brutally honest.
I love it. I'm enjoying it.
No, because you can see my face. You can see how I'm trying to move on as quickly as possible.
You are, and I'm loving the fact that you are squirming.
Good.
You are squirming. What about feet?
Yes.
Feet. All of these things. You're so picky, mate. You're so picky. I mean, do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I can't believe I'm actually saying this on a podcast. If any women are out there that are listening,
shall
we? No, I'm just saying, I'd like you to have feet. I'd like you to have ears, teeth, eyes. No, if you haven't, cool. But I don't. Again, just for me.
Yeah,
it's a personal preference.
Exactly, that's good. That's good.
Anyway, I genuinely think we've had a lovely time. Yeah, lovely time having this.
I've had a lovely time. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Brilliant.
But
I think we come into that time of the show where you do your rubbish quote and I don't get it, and
well,
that becomes
maybe
a running
let's see
joke.
if you get this one. Let's see. I mean, I've got my own quote to go along with this one. My own quote is, listen kids, kids out there, whatever they try to put round your neck, just take it off. Don't allow them. Don't let people label you. Do not let people label you. But here's my motivational quote from Dad. You ready?
Yep.
Opportunity dances with those already on the dance floor.
It's all right. It's a little bit cheesy. It's a little bit like, ooh, dance floor.
Why does it, just because it's a dance floor, does it have to be cheesy? That's ridiculous.
No, it's not bad. You are right. It is a correct thing, but it's just a little bit like
opportunity dances with those that are already ready for it. They're up, they're alive. The only thing is, if you did have a girlfriend with no feet, the dance that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I mean,
and we brought it back there.
Yeah, the girl with no eyebrows, she'd be fine.
Yeah,
she'd be dancing.
Brilliant.
Well, maybe no one else will have enjoyed this show, but I have had a great time.
Yeah, no, really glad you have. Just I genuinely am in shock about this whole conversation. But anyway, guys, I think we just need to wrap it up, basically.
Yeah. Chicken wrap.
Stop talking. Anyway, yes, it's been episode 4. Thank you so much for listening. Obviously, as you know, we have got Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. They're all at LFLS Podcast. Go follow us on there to make sure you do not miss anything. Obviously, this episode will be on YouTube and iTunes, so please go subscribe to those to make sure that you don't miss any more future content. Or any content that we've done in the past if you are new around here. Anyway, you have been an amazing audience. I don't know why I've said that. Dad, you've been fun.
Yes, I have.
I don't, yeah.
No gravy, baby.
All right, thank you very much and goodbye.